This session we are going to discuss about the half wave rectifier circuits and full wave rectifier circuit. This is the circuit diagram for half wave rectifier in the left, whereas the full wave bridge rectifier at the right. So there are two types of rectifiers. Rectifier is the circuit which converts the AC input voltage into the pulsating DC voltage. So there are two types of rectifier, half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. In the full wave rectifier, again it is being categorized into two types, that is full wave center tap rectifier and full wave bridge rectifier. In this session I am going to explain you about the half wave rectifier and full wave bridge rectifier. So center tap rectifier will come in the next session. So as this is the half wave rectifier in front of you. This is the primary winding which is connected to 230 phase single phase AC supply. This is the PN junction diode which we have connected. Now this is the step down secondary winding of the transformer. The number of windings can be less or more depending upon whether we need to step up the voltage or step down the voltage. So this is the step down secondary winding. So the voltage across this winding will be less than what the AC supply voltage we have provided. So consider the point A to be positive and point B to be negative. Now because of this, the PN junction diode gets forward bias, as we knew that the positive is connected to the anode of the diode, whereas the negative B negative is connected to the cathode of the diode, which will make the circuit in the forward bias. And during forward bias, this will conduct and will be considered as an on switch, will be considered to be the on switch. So due to on switch, as there is low resistance across the diode, the current starts to flow through this diode, and the output of this load will be the positive half of the positive half at the load, that is positive half of the input cycle will be appeared as a load at the RL. Okay, so when the A is negative, that is during the negative half cycle of the AC voltage, this A point gets negative and B gets positive, due to which the PN junction diode get reverse bias, as negative is connected to the anode, will make the diode to be work as a work in reverse bias case. So during reverse bias condition, we knew that the diode acts as an open circuit having a high resistance. So there cannot be the passage of the input voltage, that is the negative half of the voltage towards the output, as this is acting as an open circuit. So there will be no output during the negative half supply of the output. As you can see in this diagram, during positive half cycle the diode conducts and we get positive half at the output, whereas during the negative half cycle of the input voltage at the input voltage, we don't get any output, as the diode get reverse bias, that is will act as an open switch. Open switch has high resistance and hence the voltage will not appear during the negative half of the input cycle. Now this is all about the half wave rectifier. Now full wave bridge rectifier is as shown in the circuit. So due to this, this is the secondary winding, as we can all see. So consider this upper point to be the positive and lower to be the negative. Now during the positive half of the input cycle, this point will get positive and this line will get negative supply of the voltage. Now due to this positive at this point will make this diode D1 forward bias. Also the negative at this line or wire will make this diode D2 to also become forward bias. So because of this D1 and D2 conducts. Now what happened to this D3, as this positive at this point is connected to the cathode, this D3 will become reverse bias. Similarly, when this negative, as this point is negative during the positive half cycle, this point will be the negative at the negative potential, will make this negative will make the anode of this diode or this diode D4 to be the reverse bias. So at a time both the opposite connected diode, that is D4 and D3, will be off state, will be in the off state, whereas D1 and D2 conducts. Now how the current will flow? The current will flow from the positive which is appearing at this point, that is the positive potential. Then it will pass through the D1, the current, forward current will pass through the D1. Then towards the RL, it will come through this RL at this point, then at the D2, and then finally the negative potential or the lower potential of the circuit. At this stage, we get the positive half at the output of across the RL. Positive half will be appeared at the output. Now this half is appearing when the D1 and D2 both at a time is on or conducts. Okay. Next we will see when the negative half appears at the input, when the negative half of the cycle appears at the input, this point gets negative, whereas this point gets positive. Now because of this positive is connected to the anode of the D4, this D4 will now become forward bias. Similarly, this negative potential, when it is connected to the negative terminal of this D3, which is cathode, will make this D3 diode to be forward bias. So the current will now flows through D4, then RL, then D3 and the negative potential at this point. So this is the working of the full wave bridge rectifier, and again during this cycle we get the next positive half at the output, and that is because the D3 and D4 this time will is on. So this is the waveform for full wave bridge rectifier, that is during the positive half cycle the D1, the opposite diode, gets forward bias. During the negative half cycle the remaining two diodes get forward bias and will make the current to be positive, because as we already seen that when the diode is in forward bias we get the positive current at the output, that is in the first quadrant, and hence during both the half cycle the output we get the output across the RL. So thank you. This is all about the full wave bridge rectifier. Thank you for the patient listening. Have a good day.